What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? They do. I know y'all miss me, you know what I'm saying? What they do. Y'all already know how we rock, man. Y'all get off in here. Got some more free game today. No, y'all ain't been seeing me in a little second. We been putting some stuff together though. You dig what I'm saying? And we about to give y'all some free game, man. Free game. Free game. Y'all know what that is? Free game. We about to give y'all free game. But y'all know how we rock, man. Once we get a good amount off in here, then we going in. Once we get 100 people, we already at 94 people. Once we get 100 people, I'm bringing in my guest. And I want y'all to understand, I do this for y'all, man. Trust me, man. I do this for y'all, so it's all good. You feel me? Feel good to be back at it. You know what I'm talking about? But it's all good, man. Y'all see the smile on my face. We got 300 people on here, so we about ready to go. Check this out. Y'all already seen the title. Y'all know I miss y'all. Y'all see the title, though. Bring my boy on, and he's finna give y'all free game. All I ask is that y'all share this live, man. Let all your friends and families and everybody get this information, because we give it out for free. You feel me? We give it out for free. And he's going to explain to y'all how your work history affects buying a home. You get what I'm saying? And also and can answer a couple of other questions too. But again, this is free game. Just hit the share button. I'm doing my part. I'm asking y'all to do y'all part. This is brought to y'all by Real Credit Deal. Y'all already know what time it is. All the people we done helped with their credit. All the people be hitting me up, man. I thought this, I thought that. I told y'all, man, deal with people who do this every day, man. I've seen people try to, people try to do little stuff they self. Some corners you can't cut, especially when you're dealing with your family, you're dealing with credit and stuff like that. Deal with people who do this every day. It's a small fee for what you're getting back, man. And some things I'd rather pay a person to do than, get it for free. Because some things just ain't worth having for free. But this free game here, though. You do what you want to do with this game. But no further ado, I'm about to bring my dog on. We're about to bring the guest on. He's going to explain to y'all what's going on. Going to ask a couple questions, whatever the case may be. But hit the share button, man. That's all I ask. Hit the share button, man. But let me bring my dog on. We're finna do it. What's happening, my boy?
Hey, what's going on, man? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me?
Hey, y'all put a thumb, put a number one up if y'all can hear him and me, hear both of us.
Yep. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me because I'm gonna try and give you, try and give you as much value as possible. Hopefully, this has become productive for everybody that's on here. Um, you know.
Facts. Oh, they throwing them ones up. They can hear us.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. So what's
Yes.
going on, everybody? Just let me introduce myself real quick. My name is Karif Gardner. I'm a loan officer here with Gold Star Mortgage, which is a direct lender down here in the South Florida area. All right. We do pretty much all of the loan products that's available when it comes to real estate. So we do the FHA, VA, USDA loan, conventional loans. We do condo financing. Also, when it comes to refinancing, we do equity lines of credit. We do cash out equity. And as well as debt consolidation and home improvement if you have equity in your home. And really, when it comes to refinancing, there's pretty much no better time than now. Interest rates are at the lowest that they've ever been.
Right.
So it really now is the best. If you have equity in your home and you're looking to either do some type of debt consolidation or try to pull the cash out on it, now is the time to do it because you'll be able to have access to that at the lowest interest rate. All right. Not only that, I'm also the senior tax professional with KBG Tax Service. I've actually been doing professional taxes for probably about 7 years now. Pretty much we do the taxes in all over the country. We do all the states. We do corporate tax returns. We do tax returns for my self-employed entrepreneurs, real estate investors, as well as also personal tax returns as well. And just having a loan officer that's on the mortgage side that also knows the tax game very well is a very good advantage to have, is because then we know when it comes to our self-employed borrowers, because our topic is going to be about income, knowing how your tax returns are structured is going to be is probably the most important thing. Because the tax document is the most important instrument when it comes to obtaining real estate. If you are a entrepreneur, if you are a business owner, or if you receive outside of your W-2 income, if you receive any other income outside of that, it needs to be reported on the tax return in order to qualify. So I'm here for you guys. Hopefully you guys can get some value. Any questions, just let me know. Okay.
Definitely, man. I want to say I thank you for coming on, man, to my people, man, and sharing this game with them, man. I definitely salute
No
you for
problem,
that.
man. Knowledge is meant to be passed on, man. There's no point in holding on to it. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And a lot of times people don't get this information unless you're in the process of buying a home yourself, or you're actually doing the activity, is when you can ask a professional. So, us setting up podcasts and doing things like this, just getting that information out there, because it at least allows you to plan and prepare, and that's one thing that I like to do in my tax office, is that I like to prepare my clients, for a better future. We talk about buying real estate, not only just buying one property, we talk about buying multiple, and how to set up the tax returns properly, so then you can take advantage of the tax code. You know what I mean? So there's so many different, avenues, because, we got to talk about credit. We got to talk about income. So, whatever questions you guys have, now is the time to ask it. So let's get right into it, man. What do you guys want to know?
Definitely, man. Before we get started, I want to definitely give a shout out to Willie T for the contribution. Appreciate that all the way from Dade County. Thank you, my bro. Definitely appreciate that. We do have a question here. Lakeisha says, I want to buy an apartment building first. What should my credit be?
Okay, so you want to buy an apartment building, or you want to buy an apartment? Because that's two different things, all right? Because an apartment building is commercial real estate. So anytime you're going over 4 units, your loan product switches from a residential to commercial. Okay, if you want to stay in the residential arena, where you want to do 5% down, then you can't be purchasing more than 4 units. So if you're trying to buy an apartment building, then that's commercial real estate. And you got to make sure your tax returns got to be on point. You got to make sure you're reporting as much income as possible, reporting as much taxes as possible. Then you also need to show assets in order to acquire a building. Okay. Hold on one second. Sorry about that.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
Yeah. Sorry about that, folks. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back.
Okay.
All right. So now, when it comes to what you guys have another question?
Yeah, I mean, you can finish that question. If you was done, then we can go to the next.
Yeah. So like I was saying, when you're going past 4 units, you're going into the commercial arena. So in terms of what your minimum credit score is going to have to be right now, they're probably going to want you to be at a 700 credit score, and then they're going to want you to also have your business needs to be showing net income. You know what I mean? You got to be showing net income coming out of your business, because anytime you're doing commercial real estate, it can't be purchased in your personal name. It got to be purchased in some type of LLC's name. All right, so that comes down to your financials. Okay, so when it comes down to income, so let's get into that, because the main question is, how does income affect your purchase eligibility? All right, so when you're trying to purchase a home, there's 3 factors that a loan officer is going to look at. All right, first thing we're going to look at is where your credit is going to be. Second is going to be how much down payment, how much assets do you have available for the down payment. So it's going to be your credit, what you have available for down payment, and then it's going to be your income. All right, so when it comes to your income, what lenders needs to see is that you need to have 2 years of consistent income in order to qualify for a mortgage. All right, so 2 years of consistent income, that's going to be meaning either 2 years W-2s, and it has to be in the same line of work. So a lot of times I'll get clients that are, oh, well, I'm trying to search for, I'm in the process of trying to buy a house, but I just got a new job opportunity that's going to be paying me more income. Can I still try to get a mortgage? The question is no. Okay, if you're changing jobs in between the process of trying to get a mortgage, it's going to be very hard for you to get approved, because one, if it's in a different line of work, you automatically disqualify, because if you're going from doing sales to now doing customer service, or doing customer service and going into sales, once you change that profession or you change that line of work, your work history starts from 0. It's the same. Another thing that also affects people when it comes to 2 years of consistent income is when you're doing a line of work now, you're paid as a W-2, and then you're doing the same line of work, but then you decide to open up your own business. All right, you decide to open up your own business, or you become an independent contractor. So you go from W-2 to 1099. Your payment history then starts from zero at that point. So that's the main thing, because when we're trying to qualify somebody for a 30-year fixed payment mortgage, we need to know that you've been doing the same thing for the last 2 years, and we need to know that you have the ability to pay on this mortgage for at least the next 2 years. Okay, so that's when it comes to employment history. Those are going to be the first things as well. Same thing is that if you're working at a job and then you've now recently got a raise, when you give us your documents, we're going to go by based upon what your W-2 says, and then kind of sort of what your last paycheck says. But let's say you've been receiving a bonus. Let's say you've been receiving, you're now just getting a bonus now this year that you didn't get in the last year. You see, when I calculate your income, I can only calculate the bonus if you received your bonus or overtime for 2 years consistent. Okay, if it's not, whatever you're doing, it has to be 2 years consistent.
Definitely. And one of the things that you did say that I want to point out about the credit, once you try to do commercial property, you do have to have an LLC instead of personal credit. That's one of the things we do help people with. Once you come in, you get your credit right. We help you get your credit right personally. Then we help you get your business credit right. And that's when things really start getting rolling for those, So I definitely wanted to point that out. That's something that we do offer with the program, where we do help people with from personal credit, and then we help you with your business credit. And then, like I say, don't be afraid of this stuff. Like, a lot of people, don't be afraid of this stuff, man. People just afraid to step out there and to start doing real estate, start a car lot. That's the biggest thing, the fear. Don't be scared, man. Don't be scared, because once you get it, you got it. And once you got it, you can continuously do business, man. It's just all about numbers. Let me go to this next question. Okay. Yo, fam, will my credit score history affect my ability to buy real estate?
Yeah, I mean, of course, what you have on your credit is the most important factors. Just make sure that everything is in good standing. Everything's good standing, because if the one thing that you got to also know is that if you have items that are in collections on your credit history, whether you're making payments or not, we see them. And then we're going to have to factor those debts in your debt to income ratio. So your credit history is very important. Also, having foreclosures and bankruptcy in your credit history can also affect your eligibility to get a new mortgage as well. So absolutely, your credit history matters. So remember, we talked about this the last time we were on live. When it comes to your credit, that's your leverage over the banks. Okay, your credit score determines what your leverage you have over the banks. The higher your credit is, the lower interest rates you're going to have available. The lower interest rates you have available is the smaller the mortgage payment is going to be, and the smaller the mortgage payment is going to be is the more money we can lend you. So that's why I'm telling people now is the best time to apply for a mortgage, because while interest rates are low, you have access to more money now than you did before. For instance, when I was doing mortgage last year, the average interest rates were like 5.5%. You were getting 5.5% on good credit. Now you're getting less than 3%, 2.75, 2.875, 2.99 is becoming more of an average and a norm at this moment now. So that 2% reduction in that interest rate can sometimes extend the amount of credit we can lend you almost an extra $15,000, $20,000, $30,000. So if you're shopping, especially down here in the South Florida area, having access to 235 versus having access to 205 can make a difference in the type of house or the quality of home that you're looking for. So timing now creates a little bit more of an opportunity, and then gives you more options on your search. So that's definitely taking care of your credit is very important.
Definitely. Right here, Brian says, Can you buy commercial property under a DBA company?
Can you buy commercial property? Well, I'm going to let you guys know this. I am not a commercial lender. Okay. I am a residential lender. So when it comes to residential lending, I can answer as many questions as I can in regards to residential lending. If you would need commercial questions, I would then refer you out to a commercial lender. But now, of course, buying real estate in a DBA, I doubt that you can purchase it in a DBA. You can probably purchase it in the main business that owns the DBA, because that still needs to go under the EIN, in the EIN, under your employment identification number. So doing it under a DBA, I don't think so. You can do that. You'd have to purchase it under the main business name, or you can simply just open up a new LLC and then have your current corporation own that LLC as a filter, and then you can purchase it. Because when you're purchasing things in a real estate, it doesn't matter how long the place was open, because you're as long as you have the assets available in that LLC account, you will be able to do business.
Okay. Definitely. Want to give a shout out to Lakeisha Hill for the contribution. Thank you so much for that. Free game. You know what I'm saying? Got to acknowledge my people. Now, let's go here. We got quite a few. Also, let me go back to here. I seen a few people asking if you want to join the program to get your credit fixed, man. Here's the information on the bottom of this live right now. Real Deal Credit. Just text READY to 754-755-9774. And you can sign up today. And like I say, man, for the money that you get taken off of your credit is way more than what you're spending to get this to happen. Because as you see, having good credit is very, 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 very important. And if you ever heard of the term OPM, you know what that means? Other people's money. Like, come on, do what they do. Like, come on, man.
Leverage, man, leverage. Okay, same thing when it comes to interest rates being low, better credit. If you have access to equity, leverage the equity you have in your home in order to purchase more real estate or to invest into a business. That is leverage. You know what I mean? So, there's a lot of different things you can do right now, a lot of different opportunities. So just take advantage while you can.
Okay, let me see, man. We got so many questions, man. Hold on. My boy, hold on. Okay, I try to explain for you. Dang, dealer license. Okay, hold on, man. We got so many. Let me go to one that and like I say, man, y'all don't be afraid, man. You know what I'm saying? Do not be afraid, man. Okay, we got Real Peer that says, how important is job history when applying for a mortgage? I know you kind of touched on that, but
I touched on that in the very beginning. So definitely, if you want in more detail, definitely save this video, run it back at the very beginning. But yeah, employment, your job history has to be 2 years consistent. It has to be 2 years consistent of doing the same exact thing. So if you happen to work at one place for a year and then you jump to another place in the year, if it's the same line of work, then we can make that work history work. But if you jump in you were doing one business for 2, 3, 4 years, and then in the middle of the process, you now jump to another one, and it's a different line of work, then whatever you're doing now, it starts from that point then. So no matter what you're doing, you need to be doing it for 2 years, and you need to have filed your tax returns in the same exact way for 2 years. Same thing with my self-employed individuals. You have to report your income on your tax returns the same way for 2 years, and you have to show profit. You have to show profit and pay the tax bill on your profits in order to use that as income to purchase real estate. I know a lot of guys would make 100,000 and only pay taxes on 20. You know what I mean? Well, if you only pay taxes on 20, then I'm only going to be able to use 20,000 to pre-qualify you for a mortgage. It doesn't matter what it shows, your bank deposits show. It all goes by what because you got to think about this. This is a government, it's a government loan. It's backed by a government entity, so you can't short the government on their taxes and then want the government to back you on a 5% down payment loan or 3.5% down payment loan. So that's one thing you also have to do. Okay.
Definitely, man. Lil Meat say, if you have good credit, if you have a good credit score already, how much money should you have saved before buying a house?
Well, the minimum you want to have your 3.5% down saved. Okay, but the honest truth is that the realistic cost of closing a home, I don't know what state you're in, but in Florida, closing costs are anywhere from 4 to 5%. Okay, that's because we collect tax, especially when you're putting down less than 20% down on a home. You have to do what's called escrow, and in order to set up your escrow account, we have to collect taxes and insurance up front, which is factored into closing. All right, so you want overall a deal for whatever it is that you want to borrow. If it's 200,000, if it's 250,000, you'd want to have anywhere from 8% total to really close a deal. And I'm talking about 3.5% down, 5% closing costs, or 8.5%, in turn to get a total deal done. A lot of times closing costs is something that can be negotiated between your realtor and the seller for the house that you're purchasing. So, but then closing costs is not always guaranteed. As you know, it's a competitive market right now. So you can go out there, get pre-approved for 200,000, but then you're going and look at the house, and if they're in a multiple offer situation, they're going to take the deal that's offering full pop versus the deal that wants a 2% closing cost credit. If that makes sense to you guys? Okay, so you definitely want to have 8% total of whatever it is you want to borrow. Okay, 8%. It's to get to as close to 8% as possible, and then everything else can kind of fall into place from there.
Yeah. Okay, we have another question. Can you purchase a house if you filed bankruptcy?
You can purchase a house if you filed bankruptcy. You just have to wait. That's all it is. Depending on what type of bankruptcy it is, depending on what type of bankruptcy it is, you have to just wait a waiting period. Same thing with foreclosures. You have a seasoning period where you have to wait, 2 to 6 years in order to be in that position to purchase again. But you can absolutely file bankruptcy and still purchase real estate. Now, and that's in regards to traditional financing. There are non-QM loans, which we do non-QM loans as well, because we have access to those type of lenders, where some of them will ignore the factors of the bankruptcy, or their seasoning period may not be as long. Okay, but of course, when you're going into those non-QM loans are loans that are not backed by the government. Therefore, the interest rates are going to be slightly higher, and the closing costs may be slightly higher because you're using a program that's ignoring certain factors. Okay, but if you were looking for a traditional FHA conventional 5% down, 3.5% down, or 3% down program, then you're going to have to wait the waiting period for the bankruptcy. So not all hope it has fallen in regards to that. You can still purchase real estate. Just just continue to work on your credit, and you'll be in position real soon.
Right. So definitely, man. Hold on, we got a few more questions for you, man. And like I said, man, I appreciate it, man. And y'all ask whatever questions y'all gotta ask. Like I say, we're doing this thing for y'all, man. Free game. And yeah, I'm gonna see this. How do say I want to turn part of my house into an office for my LLC. How how do you do that
Yeah.
where it's a tax write off? I think you can only do a certain. I think it's a certain percentage of the
You
square
want to turn
footage.
part of it.
Yeah, I don't know if
Yeah,
that's what
it's a
he's asking.
percentage of the square footage in your
Yeah,
home can be used. For, yeah, but absolutely, you can absolutely do that, especially if your company is you've opened your LLC, your business, and then your principal business address is your current home. Then you can also write off the utility. You can write off a percentage of the utilities towards the home as well. You can write off the property tax. You can write off the insurance, especially if you made your principal address, your home address, your principal address for your business.
right.
Then that gives you more access to do certain things. So yes, that's definitely possible.
Definitely. Okay. She said, what types of programs do they have for first time homeowners? Do they have any programs that will pay for your closing? And is this a good time to buy a home with all that's going on?
It's the best time to buy with everything that's going on. So because it is the best time because of everything that's going on, interest rates are the lowest that they've ever been. So the longer you wait, the more you allow the interest rates to climb up. And then at that time when you are ready to apply, the amount of money that you get now versus what you'll get in the future will just be less. But in regards to the program, the first time home buyers programs that are available, man, there are 3% down programs. There's a home ready, home possible program, which is a conventional loan program that will offer you the lowest down payment. And of course, what people also got to understand is that when you're putting out less than 20% on a house, you're gonna have mortgage insurance. Okay, you're gonna have mortgage insurance, and then the less money that you put down, it also increases the interest rate that we normally give it. So a lot of times when people do their research online and they see, oh yeah, I see that everybody's giving this interest rate. Well, they're factoring in that this person is putting 20% down. So the less money you put down, it's the higher bump you're going to get up in terms of that interest rate. So there
Mhm.
are first-time home buyers programs where even at the lower down payment, they'll still offer you an amazing interest rate. They'll offer you an amazing rates on the mortgage insurance. And then in regards to the down payment assistance program, um, that will cover the closing costs. The only thing that people need to know about that program is that it operates as a secondary mortgage. So let me explain in regards to that, because I know sometimes that can confuse people. So you can get each city will offer a certain amount of available funds. Each city has its own funds that's available for its down payment assistance program. In order to qualify for it, you need to be pre-qualified by a lender first, and you need to meet the city's qualifications in order to then apply for their down payment assistance. All right. So a lot of times with that down payment assistance, it works as a secondary mortgage. So if the city is going to be giving you $40,000, that's going to be work as towards your down payment and closing. How it's treated on the lender side, it's like, okay, you're borrowing 200,000 here, and now you have another mortgage which is a $40,000 mortgage. So now you need to qualify for both mortgages. All right. And then that secondary mortgage is a 15-year mortgage that is forgivable on the 15th year. So what happens
Wow.
is this, that if you are purchasing a program with a down payment assistance program, that is your house. All
Right.
right. That is not an investment property. That is not a property that you're going to be renting out here, renting out rooms, or buying it and selling it, or anything like that. You have to live in the house for 15 years. If you do anything other than it be your primary residence for 15 years, that they're going to want the money back. Okay. And I'm talking about if you
Oh,
sell that house on 14 years, 11 months, the $40,000 that they gave you, they want the whole thing back, all of it.
right.
Okay. So a lot of times for some people, when we're applying for that program, a lot of times that's a turn, it can be a turn off for some people in regards to using that program. But if you're trying to use it towards buying your house, if you're going to be living in for an extended period of time, then I 100% welcome you to do that program. The main thing that they're going to want is just you to have a low debt to income ratio, because they want you to be able to qualify for two mortgages
For
for
both.
whatever you're
Yeah.
going to borrow. So if you're trying to buy a $200,000 house, we lend you 160. They're going to lend you 40. We're going to do a mortgage for 160 and a mortgage for 40, and then you need to be able to qualify for both of them. Okay, for both of them in order to make it work.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Definitely. Definitely. Hey. Okay. Marcy says, should I change my loan from conventional to FHA?
No.
Okay.
Why? Why would you do that? No. All right, so don't do that, because you would change your loan from FHA to conventional, but you would never change it from conventional to FHA. FHA has mortgage insurance, and you're going to pay PMI.
Mhm.
You're going to pay mortgage insurance and PMI for the entire life of the loan. On a conventional loan, the mortgage insurance is temporary. Once your house reaches a particular value, okay, once you've paid down your principal balance towards a certain balance in comparison to the value of your home. So that's why I would not change from a conventional to a FHA loan because of the mortgage insurance.
Definitely, definitely. Okay. Marco says married couples, do both people have to have the same work history?
No, you don't. I mean, of course, if both of you guys are on the mortgage, if both of you guys are on the mortgage, you still need to have a 2 year work history. You still need to have a 2 year work history. So you can't, deny that fact. But in certain cases, you'd have it where couples got married. You guys are expecting a baby, and now the wife is not working for she's not working for a particular period of time.
Mhm.
But she's expected to go back to work. Depending on how far she's away from work and whether she's working now, it may disqualify the income. It may disqualify the income, so then you would need to purchase the house under your income in order to qualify, which is completely fine. Because if you're married, especially in the state of Florida, whether one person buys the house or the other person buys the house, both of you guys are going to be on title regardless. So that's in regards to that. You need a 2 year work history, no matter what.
No matter what. Definitely. Okay, we got a couple of more. Then So right now, Lee says, do FHA offer construction loans, and if so, how much will the down payment be? And I guess he's saying, how much should he have?
With
How
the
much will the down payment should he have?
Well, when it comes to construction loans, I'm gonna let you know you probably want to reach out to me personally on the construction loans. 'Cause I do not have the details on the construction loans. Construction loans became very, because of COVID, and then the requirements for them were a lot higher. So I would need to reach out to the lender to see what the qualifications are for the FHA construction loans at this moment. So if you get my contact information and reach back out to me, I can get you that information that you need.
Definitely, and we're gonna give out his information for those who want to reach him directly. And let's take another question, man. And I saw one, man.
It's no problem, man. This is what we're here for, and I hope that you guys are getting some type of value because I want to get your questions answered. I want to help as many people as possible. Um, yeah, so I'm here for you guys.
Hold on. I had another question. Man, they kind of going up so fast. I'm trying to get everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. Uh, I'm trying to see. But yeah, definitely, man. It's some good ass information, man. Like honestly, this is some real good information, man. I guess he's saying, how can you purchase another house if you're already paying on another house you own?
You just need to qualify for both. You need to qualify for both mortgage. It all depends. All right, I'm gonna tell you this. Having trying to purchase two houses is always going to depend on two things. What are you doing with the house that you're living in now? Okay, because if you're keeping the house and you're not going to use it as an investment or a rental property,
Mhm.
then when you're purchasing the new house, you need to qualify for you need to qualify for both mortgages. All right, if you're leaving the house that you're doing now, and then you're leaving the house to purchase a new house that's going to be your primary residence, all right,
Mhm.
then what we would do is that we would then calculate the old house and we'll use a percentage of the estimated rental income for that house to help you qualify for the new house. All right, because so that's how that would work. But then so it really all depends on what do you mean by having two houses. So if you're leaving one and going to another one as a primary residence, or are you buying the second house as an investment property? Because those things matter. It changes the loan structure completely depending on what that second home is going to be.
Basically. All right. We got Matt Williams here. Matt said, can you speak on what important details a veteran should know about a VA home loan and being a first time home buyer?
Oh man, if you are a veteran, my friend, first of all, thank you for serving our country. We appreciate what you've done for us on the line. Now, in regards to VA loans are probably one of the best loans that's out. right now. It's available, especially if you're using VA loans to purchase multifamily. I also recommend my VAs to use VA loans to purchase multifamily if you have access to it, because VA loans are 100% financing. All right, the only thing you'd have to pay is closing costs. Okay, and then one thing you also need to know is depending on what the exemption is. So the exemption you would find on your DD 214 or your certificate of eligibility, which you'll be able to log if you log into your VA portal and pull up your certificate of eligibility. It will let you know if you're exempt from a funding fee. So this is the thing. Even though the VAs are 100% financing, you get charged with a funding fee for just getting into that program. So depending on what if you have a disability or how you were discharged or anything like that, that will determine whether you're exempted from the funding fee or not. The awesome thing about VA loans is the fact that there's no mortgage insurance. So even though you're paying less than 20% down, you're not paying that monthly mortgage insurance factored into your mortgage. So my VA's 100% financing are, with no mortgage insurance. And even at lower credit scores, you guys still get fantastic interest rates. So VA loans are definitely one of the best programs. If you are eligible for one, I highly recommend you using it, especially whether you're going to use it for an investment or if you're going to use it for your personal home. I 100% recommend it, because then all you really got to worry about is closing costs, depending on what state you're in. In Florida, we always think about closing costs anywhere from 3 to 5% in closing costs. So I mean, you come out really well on that VA program, which I do VA programs as well. So if you have any questions, or if you need any assistance with that, please reach out to me. I can definitely assist you with that.
Definitely. I want to do this right now, though. I definitely want you, and I want y'all to get ready, get your phones, write down, pens, whatever. I want you to give out your information. That way they can reach you direct. You did what I'm saying?
Okay,
And y'all,
absolutely.
and y'all can go more under the hood with whatever it is that they're trying to do. And
No, no problem. So like, again, I appreciate you guys having me on here. Karif Gardner. You guys can look me up on Google. That is spelled Karrif. Last name Gardner, Gardner. My company is KBG Tax Service. You can also look that up on Google. We are one of the highest rated tax firms down here in the Broward County area. We have the most reviews on Google. You'll also find us on Facebook. My personal Instagram, if you guys are really trying to look out to me, I use Instagram all the time, is KBG_INC. So KBG_Inc. You guys can go ahead and give me a follow there. You can shoot me a direct message. Same thing, Instagram, KBG Tax Service. And same thing I'm out here on Facebook. So anywhere you guys want to reach out to me, you guys absolutely can. And I'll also be, if you reach out to me on my social media platform, I'll send you my business card. I'll give you access to my business card, and we can have a conversation from there and either set up an appointment or come by my office so we can do business.
definitely. And like I say, man, I appreciate you, man. I'm talking about coming on here blessing my folk, man, with all the information, the free game information.
No problem.
Man. And definitely giving them the opportunity to go further under the hood with you, man, on a more personal level directly. And I'm very appreciative of that. You get what I'm saying? And again,
Absolutely.
like I tell y'all, definitely, man. And it's just free game. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Brought to you by Real Credit Deal. You get what I'm saying? And my folks.
Definitely. Shout out to our sponsors, Real Credit Deal. You guys can also find them on realcreditdeal.com. They are the ones that put this together. They're the ones who I send my clients to. If I can't work on somebody's credit to qualify them for a mortgage, I will send them to Real Credit Deal in order to prep them. And then you guys can come right back and we can set you guys up for success in the future.
Definitely, man. Definitely. With that being said, man, salute, man. I can't say it enough. You get what I'm saying? Salute,
Absolutely,
man.
Thank you for having me on your platform. Whenever you guys need me, feel free to reach out to me anytime. This is what I do. I do this every single day, and I don't, my consultations, I don't charge for the consultations, you know what I mean? So, or anything like that. I don't charge to have a conversation and give you guys the information that I need, that you guys need. We have that in the appointment, and how I can serve you from giving that information is how we can make this work. Okay. Because not only do, when it comes to the taxes, but I also want to prepare everybody to how to purchase real estate, how to invest, how to further, how to further their lives. So that is my main purpose. So I'm out here for my community. Also a huge announcement. If you are in the Florida area, I'm also doing a Christmas toy drive, my company is partnered with Destined for Greatness Foundation. We are doing a Christmas toy drive December 23rd between 6 and 8. I will definitely be giving out that information. That information will be on my social media as well. Please come by, donate, bring your kids. We're going to be giving out as many gifts as possible and networking and being with the community and just trying to do what I can to better serve.
Right, definitely. And like I say, man, thank you for coming on. Thank you for the information, man. You took coming people, man, like always, man. And we will definitely be doing this again, man. Definitely.
No problem, no problem. Bring those questions, people, because you have those questions. Keep dropping these questions down on here so I know what to ask, what to answer next time, because
Right.
I can talk about real estate. I can talk about this all day. And this is what I do all day, every day. So keep asking those questions, and then we'll get those answers to you so we can get you guys better prepared. All right.
Definitely.
So hopefully I'll be seeing you guys soon in the future. Come by, see me during tax season. Come by towards the toy drive. Let's network and let's figure out how we can better the community. All right.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks. Man, I appreciate y'all that came on the live, man. Thank y'all, man. And like I said, I'm just trying to get y'all this free game, man. Get what I'm saying? And definitely, man, get y'all the information that y'all need. And not only that, hook you up with people who ain't gonna BS you. And when you trying, as you trying to get what you're trying to get done, man, I only deal with people straightforward, man. So with that being said, man, appreciate everybody that hit that share button, man. We did have the information on here. I had a few people hitting up how they can contribute to. This is how you do it. Heck on the Cash App right here if you want to contribute in any type of way. There it is. And also my people who, like I say, Real Credit Deal, the ones who put this together. And like I say, man, thank y'all a lot. Y'all know I'm gonna come deal with y'all, man. This just me. I'm a real one. You feel me? And like I say, I just keep it 100, man. I'm trying to help as many people as I can, man. I don't ask for nothing, man. You get what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I do it for us. So hopefully one day y'all might come back and can help me or something. I don't know. You feel me? But it is what it is. You get what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep it 100 every time. And one more time before I get off here. Real Credit Deal, man. Try to get your credit right. Man, these are the folks gonna get you right, man. These are the folks gonna teach you about credit. And like I say, help you build your personal credit. And once you build your personal credit, they switch everything over and show you how to build your business credit. It's so easy, man. Like if I knew then what I know now, man, probably been a whole different, ball game than what I'm doing right now. But like I'm telling y'all, you want to get your credit right, man. This is the new year. Income tax coming. This is for 189. You can start today, man. Small contribution, man, to get your situation where it need to go. I'm telling you, man. I've seen it. People now getting $10,000 credit on limit, 20,000, 15,000. Man, don't be afraid of it, man. OPM, don't forget that. That's other people's money. That is a term they use. You got people with millions of dollars sitting in the bank waiting on people like you to come and say, hey, I found this house over here trying to fix it up. Or, hey, I found some guy who want to sell 5 food trucks. These people need people like y'all to come in to invest. They just got the money. And once you start investing with other people's money, now you got your own money. And even when you get your own money, you're not going to use your own money. This is how the game go. They don't teach us this, and I'm trying to put it out there as much as I can and just do my little part, and all praises due. But like I say, man, I love y'all, man. Y'all already know what time it is with me, man. I'm out of here until the next episode. The podcast is coming back, so just chill. It's coming. We just had to take a couple weeks off, but we back. And with that being said, I will see y'all sooner than later. Y'all know it's all love, man. And for y'all that follow me on an everyday basis, I mean, I drop videos down there every day, trying to enlighten folk, open their mind up and see things in a different light. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, I know it's all love. And don't forget the winter solstice is coming up between the 21st, 22nd, 23rd. If you don't know what the winter solstice is, research it, man. Find out what's going on, man. Put your energy where it need to be. It's all love.